Hi there, it's Dave here from notionlearning.com. Last week in this video series we showed you what it's like for a student who logs into Notion Learning and takes a course. We called that course Welcome to Notion Learning. If you haven't seen that video, you're not familiar with learning management systems, that might be a better place to start before watching this video. What we're looking at right now is the Welcome to Notion Learning course, but we're looking at it as an administrator. Last week we logged in as the student and we took this, but this week we're actually interested in understanding how this course was built. So over on the left, for example, I have my pages, I have the page I'm on, the title of it, and I have the image, I have the video, and I have some more text here. I also have some controls over on the right for adding new content to the page. When I'm a student, obviously I'm just viewing the content, I'm taking the quizzes, I'm watching the videos, but as an admin I get all sorts of new options to actually edit things. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave the application for a moment and I'm going to step over here and I'm going to talk you through exactly what's going on in terms of the structure and how the system works. So over here on the left, we've got a couple of users. These might be users that you just filled in a form inside the application and created on the fly, or they might be users that you uploaded through an Excel spreadsheet. So you uploaded maybe 500 users and they all got created and they all got passwords and accounts. Then of course the next step is to enroll those users in a course. That course will be Safety Training 2010, Welcome to Notion Learning. That's the title that the user is going to click on to launch the course. It's basically the container for all the e-learning content or training material inside it. Inside this particular course in this graphic, we've got 3 pages. In your case, you may have an introduction, you may follow up that with particular sections, and then you may end it with a quiz. It really is up to you. We've got page 1 selected in this graphic, and we've got some text here, and we've got a video, and then we've got a question, a multiple choice question. What is the capital of the UK? And we've got London, Madrid, and Dublin as our options. So what I want to point out here is that's the basic structure of e-learning course within Notion. But we've actually gone a step further, and I need to point out a particular thing we call elements. So when you're on this page 1 as a student, obviously you're just consuming the text, you're pressing play on the video, you're answering your questions. But when you're creating this page as the administrator right in the web browser, we break this page down into what we call elements. Okay, so I've highlighted there what's going on. This first orange box is a text element. So when the page was created, it's created with a text element that you can start playing around with. You can put in your text, you can cut and paste text from other sources like Microsoft Word, put it in, edit it right there in the browser. This next element is a media element. He may have uploaded the video, or he may have pasted in a video from YouTube or another source. This will then display for the student. And then this final element, you can probably guess what it is, but it's a question element, a multiple choice question element to be specific. So this question element has information like a question stem. What is the capital of the UK? And then it has question choices. So those are the answers that it's possible for the student to give. So really what we're looking at here is a really simple method of breaking down your e-learning content so that you can effectively add content and edit it, and you know that when you're finished it will display to the student in a very logical way. Of course you can move elements around the screen, you can delete them, you can copy and paste text, everything like that. It's very intuitive. So I'm going to step back to the application and just talk you through what's going on here. So this first one we've got is a image element. You can see that as an administrator I can hover over the items and I get options to manipulate those items in a little context menu as I hover over the different items. This is an image, this is just text, this is a video, and this is some more text. You can probably guess what the buttons do. We've got edit, we've got move up, we've got move down, and we've got delete. So for example, if I click on the text element where it says to start with, watch this short video from Notion Learning, etc., I just click on that and I get my little text editor, my little context editor. I can edit the text, put in something simple, and click on save. Okay, so you can see that instantly that's updated. So not only can you quickly edit and add new elements and move things around and get your e-learning course started quickly, you also get a really good feel for what it's going to look like for the student. This video is a YouTube embed video. So this was created with embed code that was copy and pasted from YouTube. Don't worry when you see all this. This is just HTML code. But that was literally just went to youtube.com, found a video that was needed, and copy and pasted this code into this box, and then clicked on save. And it'll render the YouTube video for you. This is just some more text. Let's jump across to a page with a test on it. Okay, just give it a moment there. So this says this is a final test. Again, if we wanted to edit the page title, we just click there. But again, this is a text element. We just have I think it's just some instructions on the test that follows. And then we have some question elements, some multiple choice questions. Because people have taken this course, because learners have been into my system and accessed it, we can see that 3 people have answered this particular question. 2 people answered this option, web-based, the correct one, and 1 person answered incorrectly. If I click on that, it's a little bit more complicated, but I promise you can figure it out quite quickly. This part here is the question part of the question, if you understand. It's basically a stem. So you might put here, what is the capital of Ireland? Pick the capital of Greece. Where is London? Whatever you want. Then you've got choices. So these are your potential answers that students can give. Here, there's 2 choices. It can be web-based or desktop-based. I can also specify some feedback. I specify which of the answers is correct. And then I can also move the choices around to change the order. Or I can add more choices as necessary. But I'm going to cancel that because I don't want to change these questions. That's just a quick introduction to the structure of Notion learning courses and introducing this concept called elements. In our next video, we'll show you exactly how to create a course from scratch. Thanks for listening and watching.